Yes, my people, we're back, and right now I am on MNQ, and I am on the 5 minute chart. If you head over to the 1 hour, sorry, I just gotta get used to this again. But yeah, so if you head over to the 1 hour, you could say that price is bearish, but also someone could say that we are also bullish. So for me, we are technically trading from this high and this low. So everything inside of this is just internal structure, and potentially I'll just wait for a proper flip, and then also I'll look for trades that's going to take me lower, or potentially if we get above, also looking for trades that take me higher. So when you go to our 5 minute time frame, you can actually see that price is bullish, and price failed to take out this high here. However, now we can see that price has also failed to take out this high. So I'm gonna just wait and see what happens. I'm not gonna go rush and try take anything, but I'll wait for price to either take out this low or wait for price to take out this high. And when I let price play out, if I remember, sorry about all of that, we can see that we've now, let me double check, yep, so we can see that we've now taken out that low. So now we are trading from this market structure shift, you could say. So now all we're doing is just trading from this high here, and potentially this is the current low, but we might head lower first before coming back up. And if you just let price play out, we pull back a little bit ever so slightly, but if you head over to our 1 minute time frame, you can see that potentially that was an area of supply and demand. I don't quite see SBS, so I'm not going to use it, but if I just let price play out, okay, so we come back. Sorry about all of this extra stuff because I just reset up my FX replay. But when we let price play out, we can see how we tapped areas of supply and demand, and we tapped the army to get move origin. But if I head over to my 1 minute time frame, we can see that price is making higher highs and higher lows. We are now above our SMA, so now for me trying to look for shorts here just wouldn't make sense. And all I'm gonna do is just either wait for structure to flip bearish or potentially just follow the internal structure where we are making higher highs and higher lows. So when I let price play out, we see we close above, we pull back, we tap. So now we're trading from this high, this low to this high, and price looks like price bounces from it and pushes higher. So now we've had a market structure shift again based off our, not yet, but yeah, so we've had that flip. So now price is bullish. So now I'll be looking for potential bullish bullish setups based off my 1 minute time frame. So now let's see if we're gonna get that. So we pull back. I'll just remove everything here. So look, so now we have, technically we have this zone here where we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, price did have a nice reaction that pushed us higher. However, it wasn't enough to take out our previous higher high. However, within this internal structure, what did we end up doing? We just ended up coming back to the unmitigated move origin. Yes, we haven't tapped it, but we just come back, try to fill. So ironically, if I am looking for a trade long based on my 1 minute time frame, I mean, I can use my 618 here. I'm gonna price tap my 618, and then obviously you could trade this trade long where 1-to-1 has been hit, and obviously you can now target the 1.6R. Again, if we're looking at things from a structural point of view, what have we been doing? So we made a high, low, higher high, higher low, failed to make a new higher high, then we made a lower low. So potentially we're just pulling back to make a new lower low. However, as well, if you're looking at things from an internal point of view, we made a low high low high low, and instead of making a new lower low, we made a higher high. So in that case here, that's an internal flip from this area here. And if I go to my 5-second chart, you can see how that was the flip. So we made a, we can say it from here, that was the internal flip from there. Essentially the proper flip would have been from this high here based off my 5-second chart, but internally we had that flip from here. So now what can I just do? Wait for price to pull back. So now we have our SPS. We're at 1 2 3 4 5. We are now hovering around the SMA, so now I just have to wait and we test it out. We tap into this area of supply and demand, as you guys can see for yourself, which is also an area of interest, which is also a zone within the zone. So essentially you could have drawn out if from this high, this low, sorry, to this high, where 618 tapped a long time ago, a little bit of drawdown, but price eventually delivered a 1-to-1, and it also delivered potentially the 1.6R, and the price flies with high in colors. So we can see, if we go back to our 1 minute time frame, how this area here is, it even looks better on the 1 minute time frame, where this is an area of supply and demand, and then obviously price has now shot up. So remember how I'm always saying, on your 1 minute time frame, you still want to wait for flips, you still want to wait for confirmed flips, you still want to wait for things before you get in. Too many people use the 1 minute time frame hoping that from this 618 price is going to bounce, and that's not always the case. You know, sometimes this low might get taken out, where we might facilitate a higher time frame, where now this is the 2, where price wants to tap into this area here before actually moving back above. But too many people are so focused on the 1 minute time frame, not understanding that within your 1 minute time frame, if you just go to your lower time frames, you can wait for those type of flips, and we still look for the same things which help us, you know, take the trade higher. And then that would have been my one and done for this day today. But yeah, always remember that victory belongs to the most tenacious, and I'll see you lots tomorrow. I have a backlog of not backtesting, but recaps to do, so I'm just trying to power through it very quickly. But yeah, that's it from me today. See you lots tomorrow. Ciao.